This is a late 50s or early 60s vacuum tube black and white TV. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce that, I'm sorry. It's got UHF. Looks like the controls are not frozen, which is nice. Some weird noises on the fine-tuning mechanism. The cabinet looks decent. It has the usual cracks on the part that gets hot. Other than that, needs a polish. Stupid phone. Yeah, it doesn't focus. Crappy Chinese phone. This is a type 33020. Made in Germany. I've already tested the CRT and it tests really strong, which is good. Looks like it has a rebuilt CRT. There's the label. Of course, this stupid phone doesn't. Yeah, let's see. A4711W, 12 months warranty. Yeah, that should be expired about a millennium ago, but it's kind of dusty. This thing is built like a freaking tank. Look at the size of this speaker. It's about 30 centimeters long or more. Okay, before we continue, I decided to blow the dust off with the air compressor carefully and a soft brush. So here is our high voltage gauge, damper tube, horizontal output, high voltage rectifier. We have something weird going on in here. I don't know if this is damage on the flyback. I hope not. Down on the bottom, that big fat cylindrical capacitor is our boost capacitor. That should be changed immediately. There's been some service done here. There's a replacement resistor. This is a multi-section power resistor. Have our values stamped here on the bottom. One of the sections probably got open and they just tacked in another resistor there. This section with all the potentiometers, that's the vertical sweep. This is probably the horizontal frequency adjustment. Probably one of these is the horizontal oscillator. This is probably our vertical output tube. PCL 805. Like I was saying, look at the size of that speaker. It's gotta sound good. Let's see. Okay, our mains filters. That's probably the audio output transformer. It's in a weird location, but it's gotta be it. And that's gotta be the vertical output transformer. Here is our IF section. We have 1, 2, 3 IFs for the video, and up here is probably the sound. We got here our 5.5 megahertz coil, our tube. Inside this box is probably the detector diode for the audio. We got here our tuners, UHF, VHF. Looks like one of the strings is broken. Probably we have a very complex string setup, because this is a German TV. This replacement CRT looks like doesn't line up perfectly with the holes. You can't see that, but on the top it lines up, but on the bottom it doesn't. No big deal, it held up all these years, so should be fine. We got here our fuse box, really nice. All of this TV set is built really nicely. Check out here under the horizontal output and damper, we have a large asbestos heat shield. I'm not gonna freak out about this because it's not like if you inhale one of these particles you're going to instantly die or something. This is about accumulation, so if you constantly breathe these things, it's pretty obvious that you're going to develop lung cancer. But it's not like there will be a thunderstorm inside of my living room and these things will be flying all over the place. It's very unlikely that I breathe one of these particles, and if I do, I'm not gonna get cancer immediately. It's just like I said, accumulation is what makes it dangerous. If we are constantly exposed to these things, yes, it's dangerous, but I'm not gonna bother with that little thing right there. It's just not my thing. Hey, look at there, high hour set. Look how the board is all heat damaged right there on the bottom. Yeah. What else can I say about this? Let's flip the chassis. Let's see if I can undo this bolt. There it goes. Really clean on the back. Not many components. There has been some marking in here on this potentiometer. Check that huge flywheel. That gives a really nice feel to the knobs. That's a German touch. You don't see that on any other equipment from other countries. Got another replacement resistor there on the bottom. And right here we have some sort of resistor contraption kind of thing. Not sure what that's about. And that's it. We have lots of mustard capacitors, which are really good, and these are kind of okay. I don't see any obvious reasons why we should not power this thing up. It's not a power transformer set, so if one of the filters is shorted, it will just blow up the fuse and all the rest. By looking at the component types used, I don't see any reasons why I should not just plug it in, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Our tubes are glowing. When I want to see if the tubes are glowing, I always look at the damper and horizontal output, because they glow much brighter than all of the other tubes. And this is a series string set, so if one of the filaments is bad... Oh, I'm hearing the horizontal. Right, it's working. Okay, so looks like it's working. I saw a little bit of compression on the bottom of the vertical. That's probably a capacitor, probably one of these guys or something. But other than that, we have vertical deflection, we have horizontal deflection, we have a nice brightness. I didn't hear any arcing, so this is probably not an issue. What else? I did not see any snow, but on some of these old TVs you don't see snow if you don't touch the antenna terminals, so I'll have to take a look at that, if that's a problem or not, or if it's like that from the factory. Well, I didn't tweak the contrast control, so probably that can be it. Or we can have a problem on the video amplifier. It can be a lot of different things. But sometimes it's not a problem, you just need to put a signal on it. There are TVs which are very sensitive and you see very dark snow even without anything connected to the antenna, but on other models it's not the case. You need to connect something here, even a piece of wire will pick up some interference and will show on the screen as snow. I'll take a look at that later, that doesn't bother me. What I was worried about was the flyback. It seems to be okay, the yoke seems to be okay, and all the main components seem to be okay, so this is a good candidate for restoration. I didn't hear any sound though. Let's try to plug it in again. Okay. See if the phone can pick up the 15 kilocycles. Here it goes. There's our sound. We have nothing on the screen. Oh, there it is. Even looks like we are picking up something. It's really strange because we don't have any over-the-air stations here. It's could be a yeah. Could it be an alien transmission? Yeah, it's just we have something. There's definitely something over the air here. That's strange. Let's see. Channel 4, that's weird. Yeah, We have something there, definitely. These knobs are kind of brittle, don't want to damage them, so I'm going to leave this alone for now, and we'll see it again in the next video, hopefully.